What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon, and shout out to B Cashy for requesting Bitcoin Cash tonight. I know you had a more specific request, B Cashy. I won't be able to do that tonight. It's going to require more time. I will do it tomorrow. I just don't have time tonight. I'm actually over time right now on this, so we're going to get started. But hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We're sitting at about $366, and I'm fairly confident that was the low, man. As I said yesterday when we were basically at these prices, and to be completely fair, I said that we were at the lows here, right? On the daily perspective, we were at those prices. We did have a slightly lower low, an oh so slightly lower low. So I think I was wrong by... Let's see, from a low point here to a low point there, about 0.7%. I'd consider that a win. It's not about being right or wrong. You know, who cares, right? I've been wrong before, I'll be wrong again. I've been right before, I'll be right again. But after the slew of bad calls that I had, I think it's nice to finally potentially have a proper low called. And I've been calling for this to be an inverse head and shoulders pattern basically since we got up in this area, right? Like since we had this move up. So it's really looking like that now. It really is looking very perfect, like an inverse head and shoulders pattern. And what I love about it is on a 4-hour basis, we are seeing, it just looks so good on a volume perspective on this 4-hour on Coinbase, just decreasing volume as you're going down. You generally see this at the end of your consolidation phases, which the inverse head and shoulders pattern itself is a form of consolidation right before you're about to break out. So I would expect, based on this notion alone, that the next time that we interact with this $400 area, we're going to see a very explosive move up. Probably it's going to take us up to about anywhere from like 570 to over $600, right? The measure move would be at about $570. Measure moves do not mean that's where it has to stop. It can continue. It can fall short. It doesn't have to go there, but going from your 382, I'm going to get rid of the white line here. Going from your 382 to your 236 to find support, this is also beyond the inverse head and shoulders pattern. Doing this maneuver on your fibs is a very common maneuver when working your way up to your 61869. What I love about the inverse head and shoulders pattern here is that it gives us a target that's actually above the 61869. It would be right around 570. And I'll just do that real quick. Actually, I'll just measure that here real quick, right? From a low point, come on, to the high point. And then if I can get it right, there we go. And then to the breakout point, a little bit lower, like right there. It's basically at 570. I would expect that we actually do hit the 786. And this all implies that we could just tear right through our 618 on this first attempt, which would be awesome. I normally call for resistance in this area. That would be my next expected move, going from the 382 to the 236. It's very common to go there. But if we can tear through this 618 on the first attempt, that would put these targets at 922 to 1267 on the table in a very short amount of time. I think things are looking really good, you guys. I think things are looking very, very good. I'm glad to be talking about Bitcoin Cash in this tone tonight. All we have to do is basically not give up this low that we have right here. Let's have a good day today. If we go to BCH versus BTC on Coinbase, or maybe on Binance, we can use Coinbase. We're just going to talk about the short-term stuff. We have moved below this line here, this one right here, from a low point to a low point. That's not the low, that's the low there. We have moved below it, and it's not as detrimental as I thought it was. You know, I'm hoping beyond, maybe not even beyond hopes at this point, that we're about to rip versus Bitcoin. A lot of people have been discouraged. A lot of people really have been discouraged with the performance of Bitcoin Cash versus Bitcoin, and not throughout this whole period. No, it's really only like since this period that people have been discouraged, which is kind of crazy, right? Like here we are technically forming a higher low, and people are more discouraged now than they were back over here. I've gotten more comments about its performance versus Bitcoin in this time frame than I have throughout this whole time frame as itself. And if we zoom out and we look at it, right, people are worried about it whenever it's literally doing things it's never done before, and in a bullish scenario, right, in a bullish kind of case where you're literally breaking this downtrend that you've been in forever. It looks so perfect, right? Like you've got this nice, like, I'm not drawing it perfectly, but a nice like smooth bottom, right? It's not this like sharp V that'll get sold into. We've been working for it. We're working for it. We're putting in the work right now. And this inverse head and shoulders breaking out bullishly, sending us up to 570 could be the catalyst we need to start seeing this grow again. The next time that we interact with this area, you guys, I definitely believe we're going to see a high, where we're going to see a new high. I have no doubt in my mind we are, and we will have the first established uptrend versus Bitcoin ever. I don't understand how people are bearish on this chart right now just off of this like little part right here, when we've literally got higher lows and we've got a flat top. Like I don't get it. I know I've had a more serious tone over the past couple days because let's be real. It's very serious what's been going on. It's very serious that we broke this. We didn't technically break it, but that we haven't shown support directly off of this trend line that we've been holding. It's a very serious look. It's a very serious thing to consider because that could mean that we do actually see a lower low. That could mean that we could be on our way to seeing a lower low than this, and that could blow out all this into proportion. But we still have this low. As long as we're not going below that low, it still stands. It just doesn't make it look as perfect. But who cares? We're off by literally this much. This is what they call a fake out. It's what they do. It's what happens in the charts to make people capitulate and lose faith. It's not all this that makes you lose faith, right? It's just this little part that gets you right there, and then boom, that's when we run off, right? And again, I know I had a more serious tone, but I even said it in my videos, right, that I wasn't negative. I wasn't bearish on Bitcoin Cash. I'm definitely bullish on it. I had one person say I need to call the top, and I thought that was funny. They're like, you need to call the top so we can start moving up again. Not going to do that, right? I'm switching sides. I'm going to be on the correct side from now on, right? I'm only going to make correct calls with Bitcoin Cash from here on out, guys. We're moving up right now, 368. We're up already $2 since I started talking about it. Maybe I should just keep talking about it. This 4-hour RSI here is in a downtrend. Absolutely, it's in a downtrend. With this move, with what we're doing right now, we might be breaking this downtrend, which only validates that this is the low, which only validates the idea that we are returning to this area of resistance. And I would bet, I bet a lot, man, because I just put a decent bit of cash in on Bitcoin Cash down at these areas. Actually, basically like right at the area that it's at now. I didn't buy it today. I bought it on this day here. After it wicked up, I bought it on the way down. And I figured it could go this low. I wasn't worried about it if it did, right? I wish I had more cash to buy at this price, but I'm alluding from the point that I would bet a lot of money that on this next attempt we don't find resistance, we break through. And that breakout move would take us all the way up to 570, 580, somewhere in that area. It would take us above our 61869. It's the same old song and dance it's been, guys, but it's happening right now. I think it's happening right now. I really, really do. The 1 hour looks bullish. The 3 hour is looking bullish. It actually has broken its downtrend, hasn't it? No, it hasn't. Okay, no, it hasn't. And neither has the 4 hour. But that could happen today. Today could be a big deal. And if it's not today, the coming days. What was it here? Saturday and Sunday were boring. Saturday and Sunday last week were exciting. Maybe we get an exciting Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. I'd like to see an exciting Friday, but either way, man, we're on our way. I think we're on our way. And I want to do something real quick too. I just want to see from a high point to when we broke out. That was 35 weeks. From a high point to when we break out, we're at 16 weeks right now. We're at about halfway through this last maneuver. Perhaps we don't break out until sometime in August. That would make sense, but I do think that we're on our way up, man. I don't think it'll take 35 weeks. I'm just measuring it for just reference sake. I think that we are a lot closer to breaking out of this than not breaking out of it. But anyways, I'm just talking at this point. I don't really have anything else I want to say. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, guys. Things are looking really good. I'm really excited, and I might be counting my chickens before they hatch. Okay, we don't have anything completely valid yet, but things seem to be turning for the better right now. We'll see. Time will tell. Oh yeah, there was this on the BCH BTC pair, right? You got your low, you got your lower low, you got your lower low. You got your low, you got your low, you got your low, higher low, higher low. Two lower lows with two higher lows, that's double bullish divergence. There you go. Technically, it's triple bullish divergence because you got a low, 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 and an even higher low. That's 4 lows, 3 higher lows, low, Low here. Oh, I guess it's not a low. Okay, so never mind. No, it would only be, or wait. Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, it was this low and then a lower low. So low, lower low, lower low, lower low, with low, higher low, higher low, higher low. That's triple bullish divergence. This is actually a very powerful signal. Very, very powerful signal. The RSI on the daily looks very bullish versus BCH BTC, and I haven't mentioned that throughout my last couple of videos. I don't know if I just didn't see it. It looks bearish right here. It absolutely looks bearish, and even like this overall kind of look does look bearish in itself. But if you look at the trend, it's actually kind of bullish. It's actually, and this setup is very, very bullish. So we need a green day. We need today to close green, or I mean, really just any day to close green. But it'd be nice if it was today, and we might be getting it. So as I'm saying it, we're turning green. So hopefully that speaks life. Hopefully you guys all say that. Say a little prayer for Bitcoin Cash tonight. We might see the dragon fly starting now. Like it really might happen, guys. If not today, over the coming weeks, over the coming months, absolutely, I think so. I just want to do this real quick. I know the video is basically over, but just for funsies, from a high to a low, from its current price versus Bitcoin, minimum expectation would be a 100. I just don't get, man, how people are bearish on Bitcoin versus Bitcoin Cash versus BTC. I just don't get it. 145, 145%. High to low. And I'm expecting that Bitcoin Cash goes up to its like probably up here, 248%. Let's do trading view. Do BTC. 145, 248, and then on a weekly basis for Bitcoin here. High to low. Current price. 20%, 34%. I mean, dude. If that hits its minimum target expectation and Bitcoin hits its like, Bitcoin hits its 1618, which would be like the maximum kind of target expectation, and it probably goes higher than that. I mean, let's be real. Actually, it's gone to, what was it actually? Let's see. Let's actually do this a little bit better. Let's be more refined. I've done this before, but I just forget. It went to its 2618, and I think it went to its 2618 here as well, right? High to low, 2618 right there as well. Okay, so let's say it's 2618 is where it goes to. On its next move. That doesn't mean it has to go there tomorrow, right? This happened from a low point September 2023 to a high point March 2024. It took months, literally like a half year, 5 months or something like that to achieve that. 86%. If Bitcoin Cash is going to go 145% versus Bitcoin itself, that'd mean that at a 0% growth, Bitcoin Cash would go 86% as well. We add on 145% to that. 145 plus 86, that's about anybody, 231%, right? 231, Bitcoin Cash, 248%. It makes sense. It all makes sense. It's about to happen, guys. We're about to go there. We're about to see $1,200, probably even higher than that, right? This is on the minimum expectation, from the high to the low, the minimum expectation. Absolutely, that's the minimum. If this is a ascending triangle, which it looks to be, the technical measure move on this would be from a low point to the breakout point, which would be the high, basically right there. Maybe let's take it from this high because it's a little bit lower. Let's be conservative right there, right? And then the breakout point would be there. Maybe we go all the way up to the 886, the 1886. Maybe Bitcoin Cash is about to do something absolutely absurd and see about a 400% growth. 86%. Wait, no, 86 plus, that would be, what am I doing? 315, so that'd be 420% growth, right? Maybe it's about to do a whole 100% higher than that. 420% would be right around 2K, man. Maybe that's where, and if we were to do that, I wouldn't be surprised if actually we hit our 2272. Or maybe we just stop just shy of that at about 1800. I'm calling for 1700 by the end of the year. Here I am talking too much though, man. I'm very excited. I don't get how you can be bearish on Bitcoin Cash. I don't get, we did this last time, and there's a few of you, I think you know who you are. Nothing but love. I love all the Bitcoin Cash people, but there's a few of you out there who, at this point in time, you started getting very bearish on Bitcoin Cash. You started thinking it's not going to happen, right? It was this point right here. It was right here, right in this phase. You got bearish on Bitcoin Cash. Then it started doing stuff like this, and you're getting a little bit excited. And then like right toward the end, that's like when things started to happen. But right now, a lot of people, the same people even, are getting bearish on Bitcoin Cash again and saying that they don't think it's going to grow. They don't think it's going to do what we're expecting it to do. It's the same as over here. It's the same as over here. It's like at the same points of like capitulative behavior, right where we would kind of expect to see it. High or low to high here, 618 golden ratio right there. We're at the 618 now, bouncing right off it twice. Like, it all looks good, man. Weekly RSI is kicking ass. Daily RSI has bullish divergence. The price action for BCH is in a bullish pattern itself, which would lead it to potentially prices that are around 2K. I'm done talking. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Buckle up. She's about to take flight.